Hi everybody. In this video, I'm going to address the issue of manually sorting the variables for bar charts in Power BI. Let's get started. So right over here, you can see under the models, we have a numerical value, which is supposed to be read as a categorical data. And in Power BI, if we are going to put in this numerical data, you will see that they will have sorted it like that. And that is a big problem. Let me show you the sample data set that I have created. So right over here, I have created this sample data set, and I just repeated 5 numerical data, which is actually categorical. And you can see, yeah, they are just purely numbers repeated. And these are just random numbers that I've generated. So I realized that, hey, Power BI is unable to give me these settings as categories, right? Sorted out accordingly in numerical order. So how we can go about achieving this is to go over to the data. Right here, let's head over to transform this data. Pardon this activate Windows thing, because if you have seen in the previous video, I'm running this Power BI on a virtual machine. And you can learn how to set up Windows 10 on Mac through using VirtualBox in this video shown at the top corner right here. So click on that if you're interested to find out how. So now let's jump back to how we can tell Power BI how to sort our model numbers in the sequence that we want. Firstly, let's change this data type to text because we want Power BI to be able to read them as categories. And I find that this is the only way for it to not read them as numbers. So you can see here there are 5 distinct categories, which is what we wanted. Let's save and exit and take a look at how Power BI would have sorted our chart right now. So you can see right over here, we have each of them shown very nicely in the models, but there is no way that we can sort this out in accordance to the numerical order. Let's say we want it to run from the smallest model number to the largest. Yep, so you can see over here 1 is right at the end. Right, and so even if I were to sort it by model, let's take a look at that. Sort by model. And you can see that this number is actually read off the first digit right here. You can see from 1 to 100 to 2 to 365 and 250, which is not really in the order that we will wish to see, which is from 1 to 2 to 50, 100 and 365, right? And unlike Tableau, where we can actually drag these values around, we can't actually rearrange this order manually just like that. So we need to go back to transform the data again. So jump back into transform data. So in this page, we will need to add a new column to tell Power BI what's the sequence that we would like to arrange it by. So let's add a column. Personally, I like to use this because it helps us input the code very quickly. So we set column from example. So right here, we want to sort it based on model, right? So let's untick the transaction ID and the number of goods bought. Coming straight to here, we know that we want the number 1 to be the first. We want number 2 to be second. We want the model 50 to be the third, 100 to be fourth, and 365 to be the fifth, right? I will also rename this to be the let's call it the sequence for model. Okay, and let's click OK. So with this, interestingly, we see that Power BI actually read this differently. So let's set it to whole number. Great. So we can see here 5 distinct values. How did I notice that it wasn't interpreted correctly? Is from the data type that was showing at the top just now. So we can quickly click here and then set it to numbers. Alright, so now we can see that it is sequenced nicely. In the event that some of your categories are not shown in the example, because if you have a very long table, it may only show you the top 1000 rows. You can click this to include the entire data set. And what you can do is to double click this add conditional column, and it will pop this window up for you. You can add the causes over here. One look at this, I can see why it was interpreted differently, because previously at this stage Power BI actually noticed that 1 is similar to the input that I have written over here, and 2 is similar to the input over here. So it has copied and interpreted this as text, which is the form that I have set to in this column right here. So that is also why it did not show up as a condition. Right, so if you would like to, and if you realize that there are some categories, for example, there is a model 999 that is not shown here, you can simply just add a clause here, copy whatever that's on top, right? So model equals to, let's say if it is 999, and I would like to set this to the rank of the sixth, right? So, and with this, you will be able to tell Power BI that, okay, 999 is going to be ranked as number 6. Of course, we do not have this in our sample data set, so I'm going to cancel this. And let's just jump back down to the fully sorted version here. Head over to Home, Close and Apply. Give it a short while to load. Now let's head back. There's no difference that can be seen over here. Do not worry, now that we have added our rank, head over to Fields over here, and then you can select Model. And we want to sort this model by the ranks that we have created just now. So remember to click on Model, which is the axis that you like to sort it by. Click Sort by Column, and select the sequence for model. Click on this. And you see right here, ta-da, it's now nicely sorted in the sequence that we would like it to be sorted by. So hopefully you find this helpful, and that we come to the end of this tutorial. If it's helpful, please give this video a like so that YouTube will be able to recommend this solution to more people who are facing this similar issue like we did, right? So yeah, with that said, wishing you a really great day ahead. Take care and goodbye.